Hello, this is Happy Jake here for system test. I forget the number. 20 something A.
And we forgot to check again.
We always forget the number. Anyways, it has been a couple of months since we have been away for college. Of course, that time in everyone's life, or at least everyone.
No. We screwed up the intro. We were supposed to say, hi guys. As you can tell, I've been gone for a while, and I went to
I'm in college now, and I've kind of lost interest in fire alarm. This is going to be last system test. I don't even really want to do this. I'm just doing this for posterity. But seriously, our love for fire alarms is only growing.
Especially due to separation anxiety.
Well, not separation anxiety, but whatever. Anyways, probably should have mentioned first, we have two guests here today. So, introduce yourselves.
Hi, it's High Smart Alarms. And Alarm Link.
Yes.
They're here, and oh man, there is so much stuff to cover, and if we ramble on for too long, this video is going to be more than an hour long.
So let's get to it.
Yeah. So, you can tell a lot of stuff has changed with the board, most notably the magnets and the marble run on the 5820XL, because we realized it's magnetic.
And we found them in a box, so we decided for one system test, why not make our panel look stupid, but also awesome? Because, I mean, every time we walk up to this thing, it's impossible not to put a marble down it.
Yeah. But, oh man, where should we start?
With the Vista.
Yeah, let's talk about the Vista.
You'll notice that the VIP is no longer underneath it,
If you saw our Instagram.
because it is now inside, but...
Fault bedroom.
Oh, and that sensor's up there for now. But this actually isn't because we wanted to make it neater. That's just a bonus. We were actually having interference problems with the Wi-Fi to LAN adapter that has the Tuxedo and the ATA connected. So now we have access to the web interface of this first-gen Tuxedo and an ATA in the bedroom again. It's actually doing something today.
Oh yeah, we'll be talking all about that in a few minutes. But, oh man, we get to demonstrate the VIP.
Yes, the VIP. Pick up the phone on premises, enter the phone code, and...
Hello. Disarm. Chime. Disarm. Not ready to arm.
Yeah, if you saw our Instagram, you've already seen this, but...
System. Low. Battery.
And that's a lie. It does not have a low battery. It's connected and everything. It'll figure it out eventually.
So we can control the Vista from anywhere in the world, and that has been absolutely invaluable during college.
Most systems, including the Simon XT here, which will get its own video eventually, but for now it's just in the background because we used it to make sure all the reporting stuff is working. Great testing tool.
Oh yeah, reporting.
Yeah. But pretty much every modern-ish and some non-modern systems have a phone module like this. Super cool. Might get its own video, especially when we get the DSC version. So, yeah, that's the Vista.
There's also something else that may or may not be in this video, a motion detector under the house protecting our pool cleaner collection.
How can we not? It's obligatory. And I think the next thing we should talk about is the 5820XL, because this is, well, it's not just fully working.
Yeah,
Oh, the enunciator's
no
gone.
troubles.
Just like last time, but it is also reporting, just like the Vista is.
Let's take a look inside.
Oh yeah, this lock has been finicky recently, so this might... Oh, and of course it goes first try after I say that. So you can see we kind of tidied the wires. Not super tidy, but clean enough to figure it out easily.
And two extremely large batteries from our Robomo.
I think we talked about this already, didn't we?
No, this has never been in a system test.
Oh,
But
Yeah, Robomo happens to use the same batteries, and even though technically they're oversized for both of these, well, this is rated to charge these batteries, and they're the biggest size that will fit in a cabinet. Mm-hmm. Coincidentally, and we also have the phone line hooked up, or 2 phone lines, so you can see 2 pairs of wires, but you're not supposed to use this kind of jack panel, but it works for us. We don't need line seizure. There. Yeah, put the little wheel back.
And
Don't want the marble run to fail, because then we'll have to cancel the system test. And why not talk about the alarms now? SD505 photo 2151 SK DATK pull station.
PSDATK?
Yes, PSDATK. And the PS500 as always. And then my favorite pull station, the Faraday
10123-1.
yes. I just want to call it the 10123.
There's so many system tests already.
I think. Yeah, same modules, of course. And then, what's the model number of this horn?
UHN S30W.
Already been on a couple videos. And
First
here...
time in a system test, I think.
No, it's not. It's at least its second. It was in, like, the first one we did.
Yeah.
Or, not the
An
first
early
one.
one,
Before
whatever.
we had the board. And now, also, an RSSP with a Simplex 2901 9806 on it, which is why there's so much space around these Wheelock back boxes, specifically for these guys and how big they are.
So, I think someone requested mechanical horns of March time, and the Intellinites cannot actually do, what is it?
Fast march time with
Yeah.
really fast, but we did the next best thing, as fast as it can go, I think.
Slow
Right?
March time.
Wah, wah.
But, oh man, we haven't tested the NACs, and earlier,
we forgot to do the walk test, didn't we?
yeah, these frickin', why don't we start out with a walk test then? These frickin' Siemens Cerberus Powertronic devices have 2 little jumpers you cut that make them 2-wire devices by connecting the 2 NACs together, which is a really, 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 really big no-no for panels. And what do you know, one of these, since we have 2 of them, we cut the jumpers on. The other one we didn't, and we put the one that didn't have the cut jumpers up. And when we went to test the NACs, the panel suddenly power cycled itself, and we freaked the frick out. And it turns out that if this panel wasn't so well designed and wasn't able to protect itself, we would have blown up our NACs and our panel. What terrible design.
But we are so glad that these panels are forward thinking like that, because it saved itself.
Yeah.
It works just fine after that.
So, PSA, cut your jumpers on all your Faradays.
And don't wire your knacks together. No one is above this.
Yeah. Anyways,
Let's talk about the most exciting part
Yeah.
for us. The
Now-
part that's required the most fiddling and hours of painful troubleshooting.
Well, not painful. Yeah.
Yes,
whatever.
painful. This can attest to that.
So, now, how should we do this? You may have seen this ATA in previous system tests, and we might have said this before, but we are trying to get our panels to talk to Asterisk and use its built-in alarm receiving for a module, kind of like New Age Server Alarm did. But that never panned out and didn't quite
Because of
work
Contact
properly.
ID. It is Contact ID fault. In fact, we are not using Contact ID today because of this ATA.
And because Contact ID.
First, I gotta explain what that means. Contact ID is one of the many, many reporting formats that panels can use to talk to the central station, and Contact ID works basically by pushing buttons on a phone really, really fast. And turns out some phone equipment
Almost all of it.
does not like you sending those digits that fast. Even though there's no reason they can't do it, they just don't because it's not expected. So this thing just cuts out Contact ID
wait,
and silences it.
What do you have to say?
A better. No, no offense, but a better, I guess, description of it is that most consumer voice over IP equipment, like Adtran, they have a hard time with that, with processing fast DTMF tones like that. But basically, instead of having the tones be over the audio band, your ATA will convert them into digital signals, so it's not in audio anymore. And then it sends it back out, and then that's where it gets messed up, is whenever it sends it back out, it just messes up the timing and everything gets all messed up.
Yes,
So-
thank you for mentioning that. I forgot. Yeah, the problem with this ATA,
You don't have to restate it.
it is that even when you tell it to keep the DTMF in audio and not convert it into digital signals for VoIP systems, it will still cut out DTMF that is too short, which is so frustrating. And that's why we're using SIA, because SIA works completely differently. It works kind of like a modem.
Kind of. Yeah. Very
Pretty
similar
much
to
the
modem
same.
technology, dial-up. That all of this is a whole nother video topic. We should probably stop talking right now and get into move on.
The real exciting stuff.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to have to cut the video here. So why don't we go upstairs and do that? So here's the interesting part.
Yeah.
Oh, and this.
It's so hard not to freak out about this. This is our own central station, which eventually in a week or two will be a part of Protostar.
Half of it is built out of garbage.
Yeah. This is a SureGuard SG MLR2-DG, an excellent central station receiver made by DSC. SureGuard was owned by DSC at the time and basically
Still is.
lobotomized until they only made receivers. And
Long story.
this
Kind of.
receiver is extremely cool. It deserves its own 2-hour-long video about it, but it is connected up to a much better ATA that handles DTMF properly as far as we know.
Well, much better in terms of handling contact ID, but configuring this thing sucks because it's a Cisco product, not meant for humans to understand.
Oh, it's
But you need a license to understand why, though.
it's a spot. Okay,
At least it's a spot
topic for another video. And this phone is here, so we could do troubleshooting.
It's connected to the SureGuard's line 1.
or line 2, whichever.
No, it's on line 1.
And this is an Ademco 685. Let's not talk about this at all. We'd be here for way
It's
too
not
long.
connected right now.
Yeah, it's not plugged in or anything. And this is a Panasonic KXP1124i, a dot matrix printer we found in the garbage that just so happens to be listed in the SureGuard's manual as compatible. And, don't want to drop that. And as you can see, receivers, most of them expect a printer like this that just prints line by line. And this is why, a lot of the reason why dot matrix printers are still made by some manufacturers, because fire alarm equipment expects it. When your panel mentions a printer, this is the kind of printer it's talking about. And it just prints out literally everything that happens to the receiver as a physical log for legal purposes and just as a backup.
Or if you don't have a computer, just the log,
Yeah.
the event history.
Because the receiver normally sends everything that happens to it to a computer, which is hooked up to it right now. But that is a topic for another video. Or you can have an operator sitting here looking at these screens and manually acknowledging every single event that comes in and writing it down and calling everyone manually. And I would hate that job. I am running out of breath.
So we're going to be filming this, and while the Vista is only reporting to Protostar, the Silent Night is going to be reporting to Protostar, then this, and we'll hear the printer go off, and then to
Skyrise receiver.
yeah, he has his own alarm service, and that is a SureGuard System. Is it
One.
System 1, which is the successor to this, essentially. So we'll get this recording and head back downstairs for the system test finally. Oh my god, how long have we been recording for? Is my lens dirty? I don't think it's been that long. Anyways, time to go back downstairs. Okay, back downstairs. Do you guys have anything to say before we pull the fire alarm?
Have fun. It's gonna be loud. I don't know.
Yeah. So, we have not tested the NACS, so something might go horribly wrong. This is a system test. Yeah, something might go horribly wrong. Something might not. We might die and explode, and this will be the last thing you ever hear from us. Anyways, let's just stop and ring in Summer. It's nice to hear that again after 3 months. Now let's see how my phone's mic gets abused. Oh man, how bright is this? 75 candela. Oh, and no selectable silence today. I forgot.
Audible silence.
Here, hold this. Time to reset the pulse station. Oh, and it's reporting.
See?
So,
Look.
and it's also connected to both phone lines, so it's using both at the same time. Oh, is it done? Oh, no, there, it's reporting. So, I guess the receiver should be on screen. Sky, you should be receiving a report right now.
Perfect. Waiting for it.
Pulse station. I guess we'll wait for that.
It's coming in now. Got the alarm.
It's a bit finicky to reset sometimes because there's no spring to hold up the mechanism. You have to do it yourself.
And
Much
the
like this pulse station.
triangle bit.
At least that's not super weird or hard to get. Let's reset that. Oh, yeah.
Got the alarm.
And
Wait, did we set 1, 2, 3, 4 as a code here? Yes, we did. See, I was right. We argued about this earlier. Well, not argued. Talked about it.
we got the alarm.
So that's reporting to all of those accounts in SIA. And
Uh.
you'll see the output of that.
SIA format is normally very fast, but it's doing it 3 times, so it takes a bit.
Another thing interesting about SIA is that I can say more than one event at once. Unlike the pulse formats which we showcased last time, SIA just strings together everything it has to say in one long chain. Unless it's coming from the Simon, which likes to split it up, but
That's a topic for another video.
yeah, doesn't really matter in the end. It's cool. It's good.
What should we do next?
Why don't we do a Panicked on the Vista?
You know
I
what?
don't think
Let's
we've ever done
do
that. Or,
uh,
a while.
the smoke, a pole, and both poles. At
Oh yeah,
once.
let's show what happens when more than one thing goes off. So I'll pull this off the base, send it into trouble. The next time the module gets pulled.
In a minute.
Oh, I just realized they might fight over the phone line. Yeah, dialer reporting. Here, I'll just leave the key enabled for the rest of this. And now, let me showcase unplugging the Silent Night from line 1. So now it'll always use line 2.
And why don't we pull...
the Vista is reporting that because the Vista is hooked up to the trouble relay of the Silent Night.
And the Silent Night has 2 lines for backups. You know what? You want to pull a fire alarm or do a panic?
Let's do a panic first. Let's see which one is bathroom emergency.
Star and Pound, I
Okay.
think.
Alarm. Police. Panic.
Oh, that's not the
That
right
is
one.
not bathroom emergency. You lied to me.
Alarm.
All right, let's make this way louder.
Our hates us. Oh, wait.
Alarm. Police. Panic.
I want to make this quiet. Listen to the phone.
System. Dialing. Call to Central Station. Hello. Alarm. Zone 99. Panic.
The VIP will tell you when the system is talking to the central station because, well, it's more of a quality of life improvement thing, I suppose. Because normally, the system will just cut your phone line so it has total control over it. So, no pesky homeowners pick up the phone and interrupt it. But with the VIP, it'll tell you that's happening and still let you control the system, which is very nice.
You know what? Why don't we put the detector back on the base and use it to re-alarm?
Oh yeah, because we have magnets. Here.
This is not easy to do
Here,
without...
I'll do it.
There we go. We're probably going to have to wait for that to
Let's wait for the trouble to go away.
initialize. Because it was taken off the base. These system sensor smokes are interesting because they don't turn off when the power resets. They have capacitors to hold them
Yeah,
through.
the trouble is off. Let's use a Frigid.
It probably
Oh,
won't work
wait.
because it's still initializing.
I don't think this magnet is strong enough.
Well, it takes about a minute until when it's initializing, one LED will flash at a time, and when it's done, both will flash at the same time. That's part
Oh
of the
yeah, it
reason why
is still initializing. And it's still dialing too.
Yeah, it's probably trying line 1 repeatedly, even though it's unplugged. And then it'll generate another trouble. Okay, that's done. Frigid time.
Will this work? No, these magnets are too weak.
Saturday magnet, go.
No, hairball magnet. Please. No. Really?
Unicount magnet!
Yeah,
Okay, that worked.
That one's super strong.
Oh.
There.
The LED for the SDM didn't turn on.
Pull
That's-
stations. Smoke 2 wire and the PS.
That's really weird. I wonder why. Well, let's reset this. That's the wrong key.
Oh yeah, that's a Demco key.
It's right here in this box.
So we'll be back.
Okay,
There,
we found
that's
it.
better. Oh, hey, the
really need to
SDM
put
is on. Maybe it didn't. Maybe the LED didn't turn on because it didn't have enough current. Who knows? I doubt that. This thing can have up to 127 devices. Or wait, is it? I think it's 127. There. And now it's resetting.
You can hear the relay in that click.
And this should
So-
take extra long because it's resetting a smoke detector.
There we
And
go.
the LED goes out. And oh, it's still resetting. When is it gonna dial about this?
And what is it going to dial about the phone line being disconnected?
Oh, and it's done. Phone line monitoring is off, so it won't produce the trouble as long as you can get through and make a report.
Maybe.
And I guess it already dialed?
Oh,
Hi.
is it still trying to dial? Yeah. You just want to plug that in now that we're done with the Vista?
Yeah. The Vista's not going to interrupt it. Oh, and it's already using line 2.
All
One
right.
step ahead of me.
Is there anything else to do?
Other than maybe show some screenshots of stuff. I don't know. I forgot to record the Protostar output. Oh, I forgot to mention, Protostar now supports SIA because Keith got a Silent Night 9000 receiver.
And we will probably support Contact ID in the future if we find that the Cisco SPY ATA plays nicely on the other end,
It should, though.
which means Vistas will be able to use Contact ID because topic for another video. There.
Okay.
Everything is reset.
So, yeah, that's everything
So
for this video.
yeah. Do you guys have anything else to add?
Getting another signal from you, but that's about it.
All right.
Those points were loud. And also, I've now got a CS4000, so I can take backup stuff in case all of Protostar goes down.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And also, one more thing is that Protostar is working on a new backend that'll hopefully be a lot nicer and actually have like phone line, like not reporting but calling the customer and whatnot, and like all the fancy email reporting and stuff, all besides Discord. So yeah, that's in the works right now.
Yeah. So for those of you who didn't already think Protostar is the best thing ever,
No, it's the better thing ever.
betterst.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's everything we wanted to say.
So this has been a Happy Jig production with Skyrai and High Smart Alarms.
Notifier guy 1369.
So and goodbye.